Sometimes parts of New York look more like a B-feature film set than somewhere for people to live, like the South Bronx, a backdrop to incessant drama for the firemen of Ladder 31 and Engine 82. The fire statistics for New York are staggering. New York has more fires than Chicago, Detroit, Los Angeles and Philadelphia put together. The New York Fire Department responds to nearly 250,000 calls a year, 3 times as many as the London Fire Brigade. And the busiest district is the South Bronx, where last year the men from Battalion 27 responded to more than 10,000 calls. On average, that's one every 45 minutes, night and day, every day of the year. Few would challenge their claim to be the busiest fire station in the world. Most of the fires they fight are in abandoned buildings. Many of them are started deliberately. All are dangerous.
Okay, Karen, let's go. Want to try that stuff out the window?
Okay, want to move back? Let's open up over here.
Number 2, I talked to an officer here about controlling the kids on the apparatus, and he tells me it's a fireman's job. Now, when you're taking up, will you stop back at the 4-2 precinct and get that thing straightened out?
Battalion 27's second call in 15 minutes to this building, the first to put out a smouldering mattress.
The mattress fire whetted somebody's appetite for more fire, and 15 minutes later we were back here and the building was just almost completely involved in fire.
Anybody hurt at all or injured at all?
Yeah, I think 5 men in Engine 82 are going to go to the hospital just to get a check, you know. But it's kind of exhausting when you do 2 floors of fire like that, and you're working at peak capacity, physical capacity, and it's completely exhausting. You should get checked if you have no more energy. So now, if you look around, you see all the men are just about depleted of whatever energy they had.
And this was just for a fire which presumably started deliberately, was it?
Oh yeah, obviously it was an arson, a case of arson.
A routine fire in an abandoned tenement with no immediate danger to life or even property. Yet as a result of it, for the next hour and a half the South Bronx was without effective cover. More than half the men of Engine 82 and Ladder 31 were sent to hospital for checkups, including fireman Dennis Smith.
They had, kind of a inflammation of the chest or something. But we went to the hospital mostly because when you go into heat and smoke like that, it does things to you. To my eyes and to lots of people's eyes. And it inflames them to such that when you even blink, it hurts. So you go to the hospital and they put a needle in the side and drain the whole thing out and put some saline solution.
But is there a safe way of fighting a fire like that as compared to fighting a fire when there is a hazard to life?
No, I mean technology hasn't shown us a safer way of fighting a fire except getting closer to it and putting water on it.
The busiest time for fires is between 3 in the afternoon and midnight, between the time the children here come out of school and go to bed. On an average night, there may be several fires like this in abandoned or deserted buildings. All take their toll of manpower, and on this night, by 10 o'clock, only one of the original crew of 6 on Engine 82 was still fit to work.
I'm an MPO, which means I'm a motor pump operator, and I had to deliver water to the fire. So I'm not permitted to go into the fire building. In the event of a fire, my station is to stay with the engine and make sure that they have the water, proper water.
So it could be said it was your lucky night?
Well, I like to go into the fires. That's my job, and that's what I do the best, put out fires.